Hi, Cynthia Robertson here. And today we're going to talk about boundaries. Well, we might do a series because there's so much involved. I grew up with absolutely no boundaries, and my parents didn't ever really ask me what I was doing or what I was doing. And I remember as a kid, I was doing stupid things like kids do to like break the law and things like that. And so I said, I got nothing. I got nothing. No, like no. It wasn't until I was meeting with friends in my 20s where people would start to be like, wow, you don't really have to do that, you know. And I was like, I was starving for it. So it's taken me a long time. So in the early years with boundaries, I didn't do it very pretty. I thought that the boundary meant that if I stated to you, like, do not cross this line, that you would behave accordingly, and then I would be okay. But that's not what boundary work is. Boundaries are for us, for our mental state, for our freedom. I've never met anybody when I have stated like what I think is important for me to how to live. I've never heard anybody go, oh, so grateful for you that you've gotten that far. Isn't that fantastic? No, usually if I've stated something, it's usually because they didn't like it. And then I needed to change some things so that I could have a relationship with them. And some people are not that, they're not usually grateful for a huge change. So in the beginning, I was confused. You know, I thought that I had to state it, which I know now I don't, but I thought then, and I used it honestly as a form of manipulation then when I did state it, because I was still hoping that you would change your behavior so that I would feel better. And that's not what it's about either. True boundary work is about, safety and peace of mind. Mine, yours, So it took me a while. What it looks like now is I don't have to say anything anymore. Like if someone's, we were talking about, you don't have to take anybody's actions or words personally. So if somebody's bugging me, it's something about me that I'm not being tolerant of. And if it feels dangerous or it feels ugly to me and I don't want to participate, I can leave. I don't have to be like, hey, you shouldn't talk about people that way. I used to say things like that, which was problematic in my relationships. But I don't have to say anything like that. I can just love them and walk away. The same for I've learned that, gossip and criticism, I've always not liked being around that. There's even like shows that are like kind of like that, and I it just kind of repelled, but I didn't know what to do with it. And I used to listen and still cringe inside. And now I don't have to do that. I can just walk away. I'm not going to be a participant in someone else's bad-mouthing somebody, I'm one of those people that I've been gossiped about a lot. Even in my own family, they never really saw me. And I know how hurtful it can be. So I understood that kind of thing is not who I want to be. It's not what I want to be around. It hurts people tremendously. So again, like in that kind of thing, I don't have to say anything. I just remove myself from the conversation. Simple as that. So that's the start of some boundary work. And thank you for being here. The subscribe button is somewhere here. Please subscribe to my channel and let me know what you think about these videos. And I'll see you next time.